It's Connor Hellebuck. What are the chances the Jets are actually going to move this guy this summer?
I'd say pretty significant. I can't give you an exact number, north of 50-50, I think. I haven't really heard much in terms of re-signing talks or negotiations. And I think when you look at the Winnipeg Jets, as I called it on dailyfaceoff.com today, the summer of Chevy, this is really the Jets are going to be the center of the hockey universe. They're the big team to watch over the next month. It's not just Connor Hellebuck, who you see here at number 2 on the list. It's also Mark Scheifele at number 4, Pierre-Luc Dubois down the list at number 7. And then keep going further down and you'll get to Blake Wheeler at number 19. So they have the best goaltender, the best centers, and a power forward in Blake Wheeler whose best days are behind him and has a significant cap hit, but certainly could be a valuable piece to someone on the right side of their lineup. So there's a lot to unpack in Winnipeg, and I think Hellebuck's at the center of it all because I think he has the most value of the 4 relative to team impact.
I think it's intriguing to watch what's going to happen in Winnipeg this summer and the approach they take with the returns they want. Because I think it's a chance for them. You can set yourself up if you're going through this retooling, rebuilding thing. Are you going the way of San Jose and Anaheim, where this thing's going to be painful and take 5-6 years? Or are you going to be able to do like what LA did? Get some young talent, restock the cupboards quickly, keep your pieces like Ehlers and stuff, and maybe in 2 years you're back to competing.
Oh, wow. That's like to be able to rebuild on the fly.
I think you can actually with this team because you've got Morrissey on the back end who exploded for a 70-plus point season as a defenseman. You have Kyle Connor, who's one of the pure goal scorers of his generation, and Nick Ehlers. If you can find a way to convince Pierre-Luc Dubois to stay, I think that's a game changer because then you have another 70-point center that can anchor your team down the middle. That is incredibly important. I wouldn't be shocked if the 4 players that I mentioned, all 4 of them are gone. And then they take the returns from those players and you divide it equally based on exactly what you're saying, Tyler. Some of the return for those 4 players goes towards the here and now to help this team. And some of them go towards the future. And you can kind of do both at the same time because I don't care, what franchise you're running. If you have Morrissey, Ehlers, and Connor, you're not going to be bad enough to be, in the 14, 15, 16 range in the Western Conference. You're just not. You won't be able to bottom out. So how do you support both of these functions at the same time? And I think the most important thing is to reconstitute what the Jets look like, reorganize their compass, get some of these old pieces out there that aren't old by calendar standards, but have been there a long time and have had many kicks at the can. Last year's press conference to end the season, just a few weeks ago, with Rick Bowness being critical and them not competing, and then you had Blake Wheeler say what he said, the coach was, I wish he didn't say that publicly. It's like, you guys are telling on yourselves how soft you are that you can't handle that publicly.